Hey everyone, it's just dawned on me that I haven't done any Christmassy themed videos, no gift guides, no anything. So last minute, I know it's very close to Christmas, but I thought I would get up one Christmas video and get it done with. So yeah, I'm going to do the Christmas tag video, which has got loads of little Christmassy questions that I just give my answers to, and it's great to see like what other different people say for the same questions, so I'll link the questions below. Question 1, when do you start getting excited about Christmas? I'm starting to get less and less excited about Christmas, which sounds really like Scrooge-ish, but when I was little I would be excited after my birthday. My birthday is September 10th, and then after that, to me, that was like Christmas time. It was time to start watching Christmas films and things like that. The older I've got, the more deadlines I've had around Christmas. Like at university, I have deadlines on the 6th of January this year, and that means I've got a lot of hard essay work to do between now and then. So yeah, it's kind of not as exciting these days, but hopefully next year I'll get back into the excited frame of mind. I'm starting to get a bit excited now because it's like only a week to go. But normally it's about November time when I start getting excited. Number 2, do you still have advent calendars? I don't know if you can see right there, that little purple thing, because the sun's shining on it. But that's my advent calendar this year. It's just a Cadbury's one, but I always want a Cadbury's one. I don't want anything fancy. I just like that one because I love the Cadbury's chocolate. When I was younger, me and my brother used to have these really good advent calendars which had like the little pockets in that you put chocolates in. Normal people put chocolates in. My dad did like this really good scavenger hunt, kind of like every day. So he put like a clue in the pocket, and it would like kind of give you a cryptic clue to the next clue, and then you go say to the bathroom where that clue would lead you and find another clue, and you keep going around the house like that, and then you'd find a little present. And a lot of the time it was something completely tiny, like probably cost £1 or £2, but it was so fun. I used to really look forward to it. And I used to always do it for like when I finished school that day, so I could really look forward to it, running from school and do the advent calendar. As I got older, he made it more complicated, and he used to make his own like crosswords, like with clues in them, and all that kind of thing. Like he was really got right into it, and I really miss that. But that's something I will definitely do for my kids, because that's probably one of my most favourite memories of Christmas. Number 3, what are your favourite Christmas films? I love generally all Christmas films. My number 1 favourite is the old Santa Claus movie, not the Santa Claus where Tim Allen turns into Santa Claus. The really old one with, what's his name? Put his name here, can't remember his name. But yeah, that him as the elf, and the proper Santa Claus. That Santa Claus in that film is what I picture as Santa Claus. He's the most Santa-y Claus Santa Claus there's ever been. And it's just so cute, and it's really traditional, and I love it to bits. That's definitely my favourite one. But then there's others like Home Alone. Elf is so funny. Elf and Fred Claus and Home Alone are my like favourite like funny ones. Fred Claus is really funny because I love Vince Vaughn. But then I love like the more adult ones like Love Actually, and I even think like Bridget Jones, in my head that's kind of a Christmassy film. Yeah, anything with anything festive in it, and Miracle on 34th Street. That's another one of my absolute favourites. Number 4, do you have any funny Christmas memories? I've got a really old one, which I don't really remember, but I think I was about 2 or 3 years old, and my dad was out at the pub on Christmas Eve, which is like his tradition, and my mum was just in the kitchen cooking, and we used to have those like little Christmas chocolates on the tree, and obviously I'd gone round all the bottom ones and picked all them off, but I decided there was one I could see quite high up that I really wanted, and there had none left on the bottom. So I tried to climb up the tree to get it, and on Christmas Eve, it was a real tree, real like 7-foot Christmas tree, pulled the whole thing over on top of us, decorations and everything, all over the place. Me, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, lying underneath the Christmas tree. I don't think my mum was very happy about that, but looking back now, that was so funny, like such a funny thing to talk about. The other one is much more recent, it's only from last year, and I don't know why, but my mum always makes a trifle on Christmas Day, like to have later on. And my stepdad said, oh, get that trifle out, and she hadn't put the cream on yet. So I was like, oh, I'll do the cream. And I over whipped the cream, so it went far too thick, and I tried to pipe it through a piping bag to make like a pretty pattern on the top. The cream was far too thick, wouldn't actually squeeze through, and I was squeezing really hard, and then the whole nozzle and everything came off, and it just splodged in a massive splodge on top of the trifle. It doesn't sound that funny now, but at the time, we'd all had a bit to drink, and yeah, it was just, you had to be there kind of thing. It was really funny. Number 5, talk us through your typical Christmas day. Mine probably isn't much like anyone else's. A lot of people think just stay in the house and just be cosy. I get up really early. It's very strange because there's so many different houses to go to, but I will try to explain it. this is what I will do this year, and it's kind of what I did last year. Get up really early here with my boyfriend. My dad and my brother stay here, even though they don't live here all the time. And then we get up there. My dad drops me at my mum's house, so I will see her in the morning. And then she'll drive me over to my auntie's because that's where she's having her dinner. So yeah, I'll go and see my auntie, my cousin, because that's all the family I have on my mum's side, so it's just nice to see all them. And then she will then take me over to my grandma's, that's my dad's family, where I'll have my Christmas dinner there. And then I'll have most of the day there with that side of the family, my dad's family. And then later on, I will get a taxi over to David's family's house, where's his dad's house, and yeah, we'll have drinks and that there. And then I normally get a taxi out to the Crab Shack, which is a bar on our local seafront, and meet all our friends there. Not for like a crazy night out, but we'll just go for a few festive drinks with our friends later on, and then come home and go to bed. So it's a very busy day, and I go to like about 5-6 different houses, and then eventually practically collapse when I get to the pub. But yeah, that's my Christmas day, and I kind of wouldn't have it any other way. I really like it. I don't really like the idea of sitting in the house all day on Christmas day because I've never done it before. Number 6, what do you eat for Christmas dinner? Pretty much the same as what everyone else eats. Turkey, pork, I think. Pigs and blankets are like my favourite. I'll have more pigs and blankets than I will have turkey. Mashed potatoes, roast parsnips, stuffing, all the vegetables, everything is amazing. And yeah, I don't really have a starter because I'd rather just fill up on that. And then we all have like toffee cake or like cheesecake or just something like that for dessert, because nobody really likes Christmas pudding in our family. Number 7, do you have any Christmas traditions? Can't think of any like specific strange things that our family do. We'll always watch the Santa Claus film that I mentioned before. We always watch that on Christmas Eve, me and my brother. We've done that since like I was born, so we always do that. Always put a Christmas tree up on the 1st of December. That's like the day for putting the tree up. All of our Christmas decorations are really traditional and have been around since my mum was like 19, were the first ones that she bought. We've still got them. So that's kind of tradition that I don't really buy like a different like set of baubles to match the sitting room or anything. I just have the same ones that I've always had. Yeah, and we don't really have any Christmas traditions other than that, just kind of normal Christmas things that people do. Number 8, what are your favourite Christmas songs? My number 1 favourite Christmas song is definitely Shakin' Stevens. Can't remember the name of it, but that is definitely my favourite Christmas song. And then I like things like Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas. I love that one. And Spaceman Came Travelling and the Pogues' Fairy Tale of New York. Them kinds are only my favourite ones. Just amazing. I also love anything that Michael Bublé sings, or like Frank Sinatra, anything of that era, but then Michael Bublé just brought out the album, and yeah, I just listened to that album as well. Number 9, what is the best Christmas present you ever received? Obviously things change over the years, so what I thought was the best Christmas present when I was like 7 would be different from now. Recently, like in adult life, it would definitely be my Michael Kors watch that I don't have on right now, but yeah, I got that last year for my boyfriend. When I was younger, I got a Barbie house, which was to me, like from my childhood, that's like the number 1 toy I can remember was the Barbie house. I remember getting the Sleeping Beauty Barbie and Ken, like Prince Charming Ken, and the carriage, like, and the horse, and that was like my favourite set of anything I ever had from my childhood. And my mum was saying how like difficult it was to find Prince Charming Ken. Apparently it was like one of the most impossible toys to find ever, but I was so happy with it that it was definitely worth her stress trying to find it. And number 10, a question I feel strongly about is real or fake Christmas tree. And I would always 100% say real Christmas tree. I know the fake ones can look really nice when you see them in people's windows and they're like perfect, like a perfect tree shape. But in reality, trees are not that shape. No tree is that perfectly symmetrical everywhere. And I just love the look of a real Christmas tree and how it's different every year, and it smells amazing for a start.